Alright, welcome everybody to another daily Japanese study video where I study Japanese every single day and I bring you and Twitch along for the ride. Today we have 3 articles that we are going to read from NHK News Web Easy, NHK Yasashi Kotoba News. I'm not sure how to pronounce squiggly heart, so I'll just leave that one alone. First, it looks like we got some sumo friends down here. I have no idea what this article is about, but we're about ready to read it. Let's see what the news is today involving our sumo friends. Okay. Narita-san Shinshoji de Tetsubun no Mamemaki ga atta. Are they throwing beans around? Maki is like to sprinkle. So and that is throwing beans. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Mami Maki. Throwing beans. They're throwing beans. The sumos are throwing beans. So Narita-san Shinsho. This is a Shinshoji is the name of it's a temple. Shinshoji. So, Narita-san Shinshoji de Setsubun. What is Setsubun? I don't know if I recognize this. Last day of winter in the traditional Japanese calendar, February 3rd or 4th. Ah, okay. So this is a Japan only thing here. Setsubun. All right, well, let's add this to the list here. And then, yeah, sure, we'll put it into Anki. Why not? Seems like a fun one. Setsubun. No. Bun. There we go. Bun, Setsubun. Yep, looks good. Okay. Not Setsubin. Setsubun. Okay, and while we have it up, let's just verify anything else to it. Last day of any season, according to the traditional Japanese calendar. Okay. Okay, last day of the season. Last day of a season. All right, well, let's go ahead and add that to Anki. No reason not to. It's like a perfectly fine thing. How often will we use Setsubun? No idea. Probably not very often, but, you know, it's kind of fun. Last day of a season. And put that in. Add it. Setsubun. So at this temple, Setsubun no mame maki ga atta. There was a bean throwing last day of the season. The last day of the season bean throwing by a bunch of sumo boys, it looks like. Okay. 3日は節分です. So the third is the last day of the season. Okay. 千葉県の成田山新勝寺では、福は内。Oh, this is, no. Fortune, and then Uchi is our inside within still. Okay, so it didn't change. I know, I always think of the nai is inside, not the Uchi part, but okay. So this is like, essentially like good luck or something. Like, I'm not quite sure. It's a bit weird. Good fortune come in. Okay, yeah, so it's like, yeah, sure. と言いながら豆をまきました。So they say 福は内 while they're chucking beans around. 福は内. Okay, sure. 福は内は幸せが来るようにという意味です。So, imi is our meaning, our significance. So, the significance of what they're saying is to have our happiness, our good luck come. So, kono ni to iu here. That iu is to say. So they're saying this for the sake of having happiness come in. Okay, sure. We chuck beans. Here's their box of beans. Here's his box of beans. Okay. Narita-san right there. Okay. 集まったたくさんの人たちは飛んでくる豆を一生懸命取ってました。一生懸命 is with all one's might, essentially, right? They're throwing with all one's might, or as much as they can. Yeah, as hard as one can. So they're throwing as hard as they can beans to people who are like the beans are flying because they throw them as hard as they can. Because we have tonde right here, flying, and then we have kuru on that. So tonde kuru mame, beans flying to them essentially, that are thrown with all their might. Because this totemashita, yeah, okay, ha. So a lot of people gathered to have beans thrown to them with all their might. So this is kind of something. Welcome in, Prep. We're just starting the recording right now. The large crowd gathered was frantically trying to catch beans as they flew through the air. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Next little bit. 60歳ぐらいの男性は豆を取ることができてよかったです。So, she's also chucking beans? He's chucking beans? Everybody's chucking beans! Okay. Okay. So, a around 60-year-old man said, 豆を取ることができてよかったです。They were happy they were able to get some beans. 今年一年家族みんなが元気で生活できますようにと話しました。So he got it for everyone in his family to have be able to have lively activities throughout the year, essentially. Okay, sure. And let's double check my reading on that because that's a little on that. I hope that this year all my family members will stay healthy and live well. Yeah. I guess that's probably how I should have. Genki de seikatsu. Well, no, seikatsu is just, I'm thinking of something else. This is life. Yeah. Livelihood. I'm thinking of a different katsu for activities. Okay. Oops. Okay. Seikatsu. All right. Well, you know what? Sure. I'll have beans thrown at me for good luck. That sounds fun. All right. What do we have for our next one here? We got a man with some suspect liquid in a jar. Okay. 国のチーム、当選見てるの海の底からリアスを取る。What is this? レアス rare earth. I see. Okay. So they took a rare earth sample from the seafloor at a depth of because we have umi no soko here. Umi is the ocean, soko is the bottom. So the floor of the ocean. Reas no toru. Okay. All right. So a team collected a rare earth sample from 5,700 meters down on the ocean floor. Okay. とっても珍しい金属レアスのニュースです。So, 金属 is like our metals on there. So, 金属、とても珍しい金属、very rare metals, レアスのニュース. So, it's news about rare earth. It's very scarce metals. Okay. レアスはスマートフォンは電気自動車、weather vehicle? What? Oh, duh. No, not denki. Electric car. Okay. 電気自動車を作るときに必要な大事な金属です。So these are very important metals, essentially, down here at the end. We have Itsuyo, which is our necessary. We have Daichi, which is important. And then we have Kinsoku, which is the metals. Okay. Denki jidosha, electric car, and smartphones need them. Yeah, okay. 今までの調べて、日本の南鳥島の近くには海の底のトルの中にレアスがたくさんあることが分かっています。So it's understood that there are lots of rare earth metals that are inside the ocean floor. Because we have Doro, which is mud, Soko, which is the floor, the bottom, and Umi. So inside the mud of the ocean floor, it's understood that there is lots of rare earth metal in there. After they've been investigating till now, at the island of Minamitori, or the area around Minamitori. Okay. 国のチームは2つからこの場所に地球という船を出して泥を取ってます。So they took mud from this area. Okay. そして2月1日、right, 1日 is first day, right. 深さ5700ミテルの海の底にある泥を船の上に上げることができました。Okay, so 船, boat, it's a ship, like literally ship の上。Ageru is to give or to raise. In this case, it's to raise, I'm sure, because we have dekimashita, we have koto ga dekimashita. So they were able to raise it to the ship up above the mud that was on the sea floor. So this guy's holding mud from the bottom of the ocean, which is substantially nicer than what we thought it was originally. Okay. 船は2月15日に静岡県の港に帰る予定です。So there's preparations to return to port in Shizuoka. Okay. チームはその後、泥からレアスを取ることができるかどうか、テストをしようと考えています。So, they're considering doing tests when they get back on the sample that they took to see if it has rare earth in it. Essentially is what they're saying here. The team's going to do that after they get to port. So they don't know yet if there's any rare earth metals down there. but they will test it later. The team is considering testing whether rare earth minerals can be extracted from the mine. Yes. Okay. Okay. Neat. It does have a video. Let's watch it. Let's pump that.
島沖の海底の泥にはレアアースが高い濃度で含まれることが現地調査の結果分かっていて、内閣府のプロジェクトはジャムステック海洋研究開発機構の探査船地球を使って海底から泥を採掘する試験を先月から行っています。プロジェクトによりますと、試験は南鳥島のおよそ150キロ南東の海域で行われ、先月30日に泥の回収作業を開始し、昨日未明に水深およそ5700メートルの海底から最初の泥を船の上に引き上げることに成功したということです。今回の採掘試験では、探査船地球から専用のパイプを海底まで下ろし、先端に取り付けた採光器と呼ばれる装置を海底に埋め込むように設置して泥を引き上げました。このシステムを使った採掘試験は4年前にも行われ、茨城県沖の水深2470メートルの海底から泥を引き上げることに成功していましたが、今回の試験では水深が2倍以上で、より高い水圧がかかる状況でも機器が問題なく動作することを確認したということです。
Okay.
探査船地球は今日中に現地での回収作業を終え、今月15日に寄港する予定で、その後泥からレアアースを分離生成する試験などが行われることになっています。
Okay. As we continue moving forward or sideways, whichever you want to call it, it makes sense. We're going to need some more rare earth minerals. Okay, what do we have here? Something about a river. I mean, I see a river. Looks like a dam. Looks like little bits of rivers coming off here. So this is how big the river was? Or is this an algae bloom? We'll see. Let's look. Let's read the article. I bet you that will answer those questions. 太平洋側などで雨がとても少ない火事などに気をつけて. So they're saying that on the Pacific seaboard there's less rain, so take care of fires, essentially. So let's go ahead, throw it into the deepest of pools here. See what we get for this one. Rainfall is very low along the Pacific coast and other areas. Be careful of fires and other hazards. Yep. We have two uses of nado here, right? We have Taiheiyo Gawa nado. So Taiheiyo is the Pacific Ocean. Gawa is like the side of it. So Taiheiyo Gawa is the Pacific seaboard. Nado is like, and things like that. So the Pacific seaboard and places like that. De ame ga totemo tsukunai. They've had very little rain. Kaji nado. So fires and things like that. Ni kyotsukete. Kyotsukete is like to take care. So take care of fires and other disasters because there was a substantial lack of rain. All right. So this is not an algae bloom. This is a very dry riverbed, apparently. Okay. Let's see here. 日本海側で雪がたくさん降ってますが、太平洋側などでは雨がほとんど降ってません。So, they're saying even though there is lots of snow falling on the Sea of Japan side, there is not a lot of rain falling on the Pacific side of the island. Okay. 気象庁によると、今年4月の1ヶ月に降った雨は、so this year's January period, essentially, so 1月の1ヶ月 is like a month period right here, 1 month. に降った雨, the rain that fell in a 1 month period this January 近畿地方の太平洋側ではいつもの年の1%でした。So it was 1% of what we would normally see in the Chinki region on the Pacific seaboard. Okay. 四国地方では5%、東海地方、Tokai. I don't know the Tokai region. Aichi, Mie, and Southern Gi. Okay, and Shizuoka. Okay. Okay. Kanto Koshin Chiho de 13% でした. So, the Kanto region, which is like around Tokyo, has seen 13% of the standard rain that they would get. The Tokai region, 9%. The Shikoku region, about 5%. And like we said, the Kinki region and the Pacific Seaboard, about 1%. That's not a lot. Okay. 気象庁はこれからの1ヶ月も雨は少ないだろうと言ってます。So they're saying that places are seeing substantially less rain in a year period from this, right? Let me just verify this one because I'm a bit uncertain. Always good to double check yourself. There's no reason not to. That rainfall is likely to rule for the next month. Where's next inside of this? I guess これからの1ヶ月. From this, the next, essentially, これから, because kara, I often think of kara as from. It's not necessarily from, but like that's one of the main use cases for it. So from, since, from, by, like an originator, because, since, following verbs and adjectives. Yeah, I need to get thinking about it this way. But from this, which is this moment right here, 1 month. So 1 month from this also will have very little rain, they are saying. 太陽が excuse me. 太陽側では空気の乾いている日が続いてます。So 乾いている日 is like very dry. Yeah, 乾く to get dry. So the atmosphere of drying days continue. So very dry days, low moisture days. 次は山などで火事があると広がる心配があるので気をつけるように言ってます。So they're saying to take care and that there are worries that there might be wildfires and whatnot. Okay. So this is them showing how low the water line is in some spots here. Because it's supposed to be up there. That's quite low. That is definitely quite low. Okay. Well, that is it for our articles. We made it through quite a few there. We also did one on stream that YouTube doesn't get to see. Don't worry, it was a boring one. It was snow. It was about snow. I know, crazy. But yeah, good review. We did get exactly one new thing. Setsubun, the last day of a season. Now this is the weekly recap, but since we've got a little bit of time here, we haven't quite made it to half an hour. Let's kind of go over these just to have a little bit of keeping it going here. We have Shomei, proof/verification. Haneru, which when written in kana, typically means hit by a car, or hit with a car. And haneru means jump when kanji, typically. Tanbo, rice paddy. Juncho, favorable. Juncho. Hokai, regret, repentance, remorse. Yuzuru, to hand over, to transfer, to give something up, to concede a point. Something goes from you to someone else. We also found out that in addition to that, kuzuri is like an inheritance or something given. So it's the noun form of this verb, right? You take the ru, make it ri, it becomes like a noun form of it. Sometimes they're that simple and it's very obvious what it means. Sometimes you're like, how do we get here from that? But anyways, hage tsuppin. Tsuppin is teapot. Hage is bald. So hage tsuppin is a balding teapot. It's a bald head. So you're looking at like the Friar Tuck look there. Okay, kinkyu, emergency. This Q is the same Q as in kyukyusha, which is an ambulance. We have seiko, which is sexual intercourse, and tetsubun, last day of the season. So we got some good review in there. We got some good articles. I'd say all in all, decent study for today. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you also got some new words or a little bit of review, or at the very least, 25 minutes of entertainment. Either way, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again next time for another daily Japanese study video. I'll see you then. Goodbye.